So if that was you and you're a creamer, feel free to never listen to this podcast ever again.
eBay too, and if you commit to buy something and then you back out of it, you just get shot.
Oh my God.
They smashed your back door in. And and then they broke into your house. They took a purse and left. Hello, and welcome back to the Cars Rule Everything Around Me podcast, number 55, with myself, Edwin, Will to my left, and Benjamin.
Hello.
Over there. At the beginning of every Cars Rule Everything Around Me podcast, we answer the question, do cars rule everything or ruin everything around us? This week, William.
Yeah, I've got no reason to ruin, really.
Okay.
Gallardo is with Topaz at the moment, having PPF, picking it up on Wednesday, and then it should go off for a clutch almost immediately. And for the other bits, CL500 is just stupendous.
Simply Spline.
Was
Still,
here at
still
the
in silence?
Still in silence. Amplifier should come back this week, I'm hoping. And a forgotten car, at least I forgot I had it, is the Megane should come back this weekend.
So you were chasing up Beanie Sport last week?
There's been a few things. That car has had basically an entirely new brake system, so it should be very, very good now.
And they think they found, what was the issue?
Well, I think it was an ABS pump, basically.
But a crack in it. So
yeah, either a crack or something was damaged inside it, or so it was drawing in air or letting out air or something. But because it wasn't leaking fluid, but it was impossible to bleed. Impossible to bleed. So as soon as you go on track, you just get a long ass pedal. So I need to look at some track days to buy.
I need to do the same.
And yeah, that's it really.
Benjamin?
Ruin.
Oh, why is that, mate?
Yeah, it's a fun one. A couple of reasons this week. The first reason is that I have not got my S2000 back yet. Still haven't taken it home. We filmed in the video that went out for you last Monday.
Mince Day.
Monday is Mince Day. And we were driving to Evolution Works in the video, did the outro. I dropped down there. I went, "Can you align it?" They went, "Yeah."
Easy, mate. Quick alignment.
Got a call next day saying, "Hi, we've spent all day on this. And it won't align." And I went, "Oh, that's interesting." I went, "Your bolts are crusty and your bushes are mashed." And I went, "Okay, can you fix that?" And they said, "Yes, we will fix that for you." So they were very good about that.
That sounds like if you're trying to describe, that sounds like what a non-car person hears when you try and describe mechanics to it.
Yeah.
Mate, your bolts are mashed and your bushings are crusty. That's it, mate. They're gone.
Well, that's what's happened. So
you need a new engine.
Yeah.
I hope not. But I have to.
Your scrombulator is absolutely backwards.
Your flux capacitor is flummoxed.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Evolution Works have the car. They are, I believe, today, tomorrow, Wednesday, maybe some point doing...
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, they said at the beginning of this week they're going to be doing that, which is very good of them. And yeah, then I will have that car, hopefully.
Because you still haven't actually driven it.
No. I drove it in the outro, but that was like trying to pilot a ship in rough waters.
Yeah, that was my eyeball alignment, and by God, was it an eyeball that was blind.
If you go and watch the video and you watch me do that pull at the very end of it, you can see me and Will are talking. I'm driving a straight line like I'm in a Hollywood movie, just with my with both arms going left and right.
Now, I don't know if you've seen it, but Will and I were watching through the edit. It's right at the end when Will is doing the thank you. You literally get veered into the left, and you can watch your mouth. I can't say it, but you go, "Ow." Yeah, you can see it on camera. You go, "Oh."
Yeah, it was quite tough. But yeah, I haven't driven it properly. I look forward to that. I was kind of disappointed because I wanted it back last week so I could take it home for the weekend. And we had some really quite nice weather on the weekend of just crispy autumnal driving.
No more good days.
No more sunny, nice days.
Yeah, that's a fun one, isn't it?
That's an inside joke Ben told us in around about August that there will be no more sunny days.
No, it was in September. We were in the car. I was going to lunch, and I said, "This is the last hot day," because it was last 20-something degrees. For some reason, these two interpreted it as
months ago.
Yeah, but Ben, you said, yeah, it's the last nice day.
Didn't say nice. I said hot.
No, but then as it's got longer on, you've gone, no. Actually, what I said was it's actually the last day at over 25 degrees with this sort of sun and this sort of cloud coverage. It's become so specific.
Terms and conditions do apply.
So
I would like to let everyone know, if we ever put out a job listing, do not apply to work here, because no matter what you say, you could have a passing comment about the weather, and 2 months later you'll be bullied on the podcast.
If it's one of our job positions, take it because you can bully Ben. Yeah. It's great.
No more nice days though.
Great. Okay, so it was nice. Anyway, I want it. So hopefully this week I'll get it back for the weekend. I'm looking forward to it. And my second ruin,
lovely big old drive.
Hopefully, yeah. And my second ruin is I did car stuff on the weekend.
Yeah, you refused to tell us what happened.
So my mate Sam, he has a Honda Integra Type R, a DC2, very nice one. And we were like, let's fit some BCs to it. So he bought some BCs, went to his house, all going well. We did the fronts.
On the driveway?
On jack stands on the driveway.
Clean,
in the wet. It was tough work, but it was satisfying. Fronts went in quite easily. The rears, I went, oh yeah, I'll loosen. There's one bolt that goes into the bottom of the shock. I was like, I'll loosen that, not a problem. Went to loosen it, just immediately, he's got the head of the bolt gone, just shear off. And I was like, okay.
He snapped the bolt.
Did you use a power tool on it?
No, it was hand tools. It just
hand tools and the bolt sheared
fully, like the head of the bolt gone. And I was like, no, I know this isn't my car. I said no, and he was very cool about it. Because to be fair, and if it would have sheared no matter what you did to it.
Yeah, if it's you're doing it with hand height. That's...
So then we were like, okay, well, issue number 1 is that the bolt is stuck in the car. Issue number 2 is that we don't have another bolt for this, so we can't put the coils in. We were like, we'll go get a bolt. Saturday, Honda dealership, which is about 40 minutes from me, was open. Online, parts department open. Cool. Drove down there, 40 minutes, get there, walked in. A man goes, hello. Yeah, we're shut. Like,
okay, nice.
Nice. So we went all the way back. I was like, okay, let's just get the bolt out. We can get the coils in, just leave the bolt out on the bottom and leave it on jack stands for the week until we get a bolt, and then just chuck that through and it's done. And the bolt, but I've never seen a bolt so seized in my life. So it took us, we tried to hit it out. It wouldn't, because there's a nut on the other end, so you should have just bash it out. But no, it wasn't that. So we had to heat the ever living insert word here out of the nut. Finally got the nut off after, I'm talking like an hour of trying to get it off. And then just the middle of the bolt was just still seized there. So then we had to go and get a reciprocating saw and go in between where it's like it sits in the arm. Had to go in there and cut the bolt on each side. Still stuck in there. And it was I think what happened was the bush inside the OEM strut had collapsed and seized against it. So it's a tough one.
Do you know what? That's a what do you call it? Not team building. What do you call that? Where it builds your... I can't think of the word. I don't know what the word is.
It's like team building, but with friends.
Where it's like it is you are forming core car person memories.
It's car law.
Everyone has had that. Yeah. I've had that multiple times, and it never gets any easier.
I've never had it in a bolt like that though.
Oh, that was crazy. Because it's I think they call it a pinch bolt, right?
Yes.
Where it's only the end of it is
the
threaded.
lower one, like the bottom one.
Yeah, it's only also the fronts were like not complicated, but somewhat involved. Like there's like it's got like, the Megane has the knuckle. What's it called? The knuckle that is like a circle. So the drive shaft goes through it to get rid of torque steer. It sits in that. So you've got to like unbolt that and it's all crusty.
Rears are classically the easy bit.
Oh, rear.
You do the fronts that are hard and annoying, and then you go, I'll just do the rears quickly.
In theory, that rear is one the bolt for the bottom, push down on the lower arm, and then do 2 bolts on top, take it out, and you want it easy. All right. That is in theory.
Over expert, Ben.
That is in theory on that car what it is. It was so is, but no, not that. And also the whole car, it's a very clean example. But and it's very well looked after, but it has been undersealed. But it's the underseal where they just go, they don't take anything else. They go, I'm just going to seal this car. So we had to like melt the underseal off the bolt to actually get.
So overall, it's a rule. It's a ruin.
It's very long-winded one. Sorry, but yeah, it's a tough one.
Fair. For me, I think it is a rule. Yeah, it's a rule because I got the Evo timing belt finally done after snapping the bolt in the block.
Nice.
Got that done, fixed up. Will and I were both here on the weekend working in different garages. I got Will's dad to record the first startup of the Evo. I went and asked Will, and Will's dad said, do you want me to do it? I was like, all right, fine. So there's a shot of your dad filming, which is quite funny.
New cameraman just dropped.
So the Evo is now running, driving. I've done everything mechanical to that car. I just need some drop links and then put the interior back together and stick up for sale. Quite sad. Because I took it for a drive down the road. It's the first time I've driven it. Quite fun. Quite sad. But yes. But it's a rule otherwise. There's nothing else to report.
Oh no, you were a ruin.
What are you?
2 rules and a ruin.
I was a rule.
Your rule. Cool.
As always, let us know your rules and ruins in the comments. We like reading through them. Shall we get on to some anecdotes and some newses?
Now, there's not many newses, but Ben has come with news. And it's quite a cool sounding news that Porsche have patented an 18-cylinder engine.
Yeah. So for people who can't see, a W engine exists. But the layout of a W engine, I wouldn't say is a W. This is a W. Imagine a straight engine in the middle.
So I think that might be an AI image because this is the patent.
Yeah, I'm going to explain it for the listeners. So imagine a straight 6 engine or a straight 4, whatever it is, in the middle, and then on the side of it, and it's in between a very wide V-shaped engine. Yeah. And apparently, that is what they have patented for a reason I can't remember, but it looks cool.
That was what I was going to ask. Why? What is the
I have it.
benefit?
I just need to bring it up. Pull up.
Here we go. Sports
So I have been saving news.
Because I was going to say that it feels like it would be it's ripe for Bugatti, but there's rumors of them not being Bugattiing anymore. And obviously they kind of do all their stuff in Cosworth are doing the Bugatti.
The only thing I think about it is for viewers that can't see, they've on the patent, the using Ben's analogy, the straight six engine, the kind of the tallness of you've got the block at the bottom, the head above it, and then they've got the intake manifold straight above the head. It's not either left or right, it's right above it. But then coming out the side of it, just next to the intake manifold, is the exhaust manifold. So it's fine on the left and right because they go down and away. But the one on the top has very hot exhaust manifolds right next to the intake. So you're going to have very hot intake air temp, which is classically not what you want for a powerful engine. But I'm sure it's Porsche. They have, I think they might be smarter than me.
Yeah, so we don't know why we're making this one, but it's quite cool though, yeah.
I walk into Porsche. Have you thought about this? No, we haven't thought about this yet. Okay, good point.
Okay, all right. I put a little exhaust wrap on it.
The straight cylinder banks apparently help diminish frictional losses in the intake air, while the separation between the intake and exhaust keeps the intake air cooler.
Do you know what that was? That was Neil Tuckett talking about the Model T to us. I understood zero of what you just said.
I don't know. I read somewhere.
Sounds.
I read somewhere there was a reason for it.
Now,
but
what does that sound like?
That's what I was thinking.
I want to know. I want to know.
What do you say?
Is it,
because he's unlike anything else in terms of...
Is it a V8 mixed with a 6... Wait, what is it? W16? 18?
I mean, that would be a W18.
18. Yeah.
It's an 18.
It's an 18. Normally, when you, like, with other normal engines, you have a V10, so, and a half that, an inline 5, will sound similar to a V5, but I can't...
So this is a V12 with a inline 6 added to it?
In the middle, yeah.
Because there are lots of times, perhaps we'll get onto it later, we've got some car sounds, where inline 6s can sound like V12s in the right, like a McLaren F1 engine can sound like like a BMW straight 6. So I wonder if it's just going to be more.
3 inline 6s.
Just more of them.
Is he 3 inline 6s or is he a V12 with an inline 6?
It's a great point.
Or is he 6 inline 3s?
I think,
or is he 1 rotary and 7?
Or is he 18 single cylinder engines?
I think it's a
W18.
Great. It's 3 inline 6s just tilted. I think when I see it.
No, I know, but the noise it depends where the crank pin is, the wrist pin. Because that's what Will and I have been researching about sounds.
But that is a true
degrees.
W. Then what would you make a Bugatti engine? Because that's not a W anymore. If that exists, that's a real W engine. Because that is the shape of a W.
Yeah.
What's it for?
But so they said in the patent application that it isn't necessarily.
I think it's for one of their Porsche, like when I was looking up loads of photos, that that Porsche Vision looking like Le Mans looking thing that's supposed to be the next.
So I read that and it wasn't that.
Okay.
It's just it's just there's no working prototype. It's just a patent they've done.
Okay.
But they also said that it doesn't have to be 18 cylinders. It could be I guess it'd be 12.
3.
If it was 4 cylinders.
From a brief scan through, also. One is that they haven't announced any project that this might be attached to, so it may never leave that image.
They're just trying to get the patent.
It's also tri-turbo.
Yes,
so there's a turbo for each bank. I guess if you like. It's a couple of how many liters is it? Does it say?
It doesn't say. There's no metrics.
There's no
of it.
18 cylinder. Doesn't say anything. But we're looking at just a couple of 2Js in there.
Oh, lovely!
It's just 3 single turbo. Straight 6s.
But hang on, you could put 6 turbos in because you can twin turbo a straight 6.
Oh sure,
so
absolutely.
You could do 6. Imagine the lag on that.
It would be less.
Would it?
Well, because it would be the same really. It's the same.
I thought more turbos meant more lag.
Well, no, because it's 3 different engines spooling turbos, so you wouldn't need to. They're not compounding. It's like 3 different 2Js in 3 different cars stood next to each other. Just because they're next to each other doesn't make them lag more. Someone pulls up next to you in a Supra. Oh, mate.
Oh, piss off.
Mate, stop robbing power. I'm like,
you're taking power from me, mate.
I'm not going to go anywhere.
Right.
You stand there like that.
That's good. I'm glad I've said that in public.
Next piece of news, also from you, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Lamborghini now offers as much warranty as Kia.
Yeah.
Is it like 21 years by any chance?
Sorry.
It's 10 years.
Okay.
10 years?
Lamborghini offering 10-year warranty.
10-year warranty.
So the current warranty on Lamborghini, I believe, is 3 years, but it's also unlimited mileage. They haven't specified whether the 10-year in those 3 years, you can do like.
Oh, sorry, in the 3 year, not the 10-year.
Well,
But still, in 3 years, you can just mash miles onto like a.
The assumption is that
Whatever.
maybe it will be 10 years unlimited mileage, because that would be crazy.
If that is, let's all pull every bit of money together, sell off every asset,
And that'll
buy a
be
new
the company
Lamborghini, and we just mash miles on a Lamborghini.
million-mile Hurricane.
There has to
or
be
is it a Temerario?
There's got to be a caveat where it's like, yeah, but the only thing we pay for is your air freshener.
Yeah.
But
But past 20,000 miles, yeah, we don't pay for
So-
anything.
Lamborghini 10-year extended warranty. Okay, here we go. Likely has.
sorry, that was a little bit Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
That
Do like AI. I love ChatGPT.
So the 10-year warranty is apparently to they believe that their customers are not confident in the reliability of their cars.
okay.
Because obviously they're Italian.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
I guess Italian car reliability. Like, I'm not going to buy.
That surprises me with modern Lamborghinis.
Yeah, well, they're fine. Also, I felt the average Revuelto customer does not care really that much about the warranty because they're doing 25 miles a year and they're they probably don't own them for that long. But yeah, 10 years. So like you could buy a Kia and it'll be the same as a Lamborghini.
I don't believe unreliable cars exist anymore.
But hasn't there been a load of stuff about Revueltos all breaking at the
Has
moment?
it?
I think there's been a few different instances of them having not even like mileage concerns, like just things breaking that shouldn't be breaking.
I didn't know that.
So I wonder
I'm
if
not in-
if it's a quick like, ooh, we'll fix it.
Hmm.
Because also, if you have stuff like that and people are the sort of person that is going to buy a Lamborghini, if something goes wrong on it, they're not going to go, well, they're going to be annoyed and they're going to send it back to Lamborghini. And Lamborghini's probably going to pay to have it fixed. So Lamborghini are probably sitting there thinking, if we're already paying for this stuff to get done, we might as well just claim it. You can have a 10-year warranty. We'll still fix it.
I discovered a couple of weeks ago, this was at Topaz actually, that there was a Revuelto there and Thomas of Horsepower Hunters showed me. They have, I'm pretty sure the charging part is under the frunk, but it means you can't shut the frunk if it's
When
on
it's
charge.
charging?
Yeah.
What ridiculous.
I mean, I know people aren't street parking Revueltos.
Yeah, and
but
also
still.
like it is form over function for Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But still, that's not helpful.
Yeah.
I don't. Can I say something?
Okay.
I never have, and I don't think I ever will, understand plug-in hybrids. I don't understand how they work.
What do you mean?
An old Prius, right?
Yeah.
The whole point of it was it's electric and it has electric motor and it has a petrol engine and it just thinks to itself, I'm going to give a little bit of the petrol engine.
Thinks to himself, he's having a bad day. I'm not doing it today. No, I can't be bothered.
But
I don't like electric engines today.
it charges itself with the engine and then vice versa, uses electric power to run. Well, I don't understand why because you get like 30 miles of electric range on most of these. So you go home, plug in your car to drive 30 miles? I don't understand.
But it's for people who live in cities, for instance, and
Right.
they're going to do 10 miles that day. So they run around on electricity, and then they get home, and then the next day they need to drive to Birmingham from London, let's say. Then they'd use their petrol engine, so they don't need to keep stopping and refilling.
But why the difference between plug-in and not plug-in? The one that uses that charges its
Because I
battery
assume
off of engine.
it would take a lot more driving in that 10 miles that it drove around London. It wouldn't charge the battery back up enough for the next day.
And here's my
That's
next question
understandable.
about this same topic. A lot of them, I know like a lot of Range Rover products, they, I think it's in normal mode when they're hybrids, they drive in electric mode under 30 miles an hour, and then we get to 30 miles an hour, it then kicks in the petrol engine. But surely, if in the morning you get up, you get in your cozy car and you drive off, your engine is just cold. So then you're suddenly going 30 miles, your car just goes, cool, you're going 30 miles an hour now, just cold. So something that's really bad for the engine.
Are you just bump starting it?
But what I mean though is it's like your engine isn't heated up. You'll just turn your engine on for like, I don't know, call it 30 seconds, turning it off. And then the oil hasn't circulated properly.
Although in regular engines, they're kind of designed for stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I think also, well, there's always a debate on the internet that warming a car up idle and not driving is worse for it than just driving.
That
Is
is fun enough. A forum question.
Oh, interesting.
That,
All right,
well, I guess we can roughly cover now.
Let's
we'll have a big forum question later.
Let's get back to it.
Oh, okay. Ben said no. Ben said do not speak.
Well,
You just tease later in the episode. That's what we need to do.
Wow, Ben, you're really hooking the audience in.
Yeah,
They're
guys, stick around. We're going to find out whether you should keep letting
we're
your
going
car
to find
heat
out
up.
later on in the episode.
Meanwhile, us, we've got no idea.
We can make something up.
We can make up information.
Yeah,
so
sure.
we all need to buy a Lamborghini then and test out this 10-year warranty.
Yeah, see what they will cover.
Whistling Diesel, man, you gotta jump on that.
Next topic: Pierce Brosnan
Hey,
and his mirrors.
That's a man. So I was on Facebook and I randomly got served. This is in the BMW 840 and 850 E31 World Owners Association Group. We've talked about this before. How many groups are you in on Facebook? Just infinite.
Yeah.
And it was this. It was a photo of Pierce Brosnan, which from memory, this is Die Another Day. I think this is when they're doing their chase at the beginning.
This is right at the beginning, yeah.
Right at the beginning, where they do have some good cars in there. There's a 996 GT2, I think, in there.
This is
GT40 gets blown up.
Mm.
But there is a hovercraft. And what is there, Ben? Can you describe what you're looking at?
Okay.
Because have you heard this?
I was in the car.
You were in the car, okay.
This is, I don't know what he's in. It looks like a frog.
Okay, it's a hovercraft.
It is a hovercraft.
Okay, but it looks like a frog. Anyone watching will agree with me. They're looking at their screen going, that's a frog.
It looks like a Halo vehicle.
So it's a hovercraft. He's in there. He's sort of smouldering the camera, just offset. He's holding a gun.
Got with an Uzi in that.
Yeah, he's got a probably decent loadout. He's wearing a sort of, I'm going to say, what is that? A sort of khaki jacket with a jean shirt.
I'm going more for the vehicle, less about his attire. Thanks, Ben.
His hair's slicked back to one side. This is from the official James Bond 007 thing. So that's the image we're seeing.
Yeah. Right.
Now the wing mirrors on that, they're looking familiar.
Yes. So what this is a hovercraft with guns, but bolted to it, quite crudely, you can see, are a set of E36 or 8 series M Sport mirrors. Those are absolutely what they are.
And a poor colour match as well.
Yeah, but that is, it came up, someone else spotted it and said, who needs some M-Tech mirrors? Never noticed this detail. But that's the where did they find them? Where did the prop department go, shit?
I want to know if that hovercraft was made like that, if that's just a hovercraft that exists with those mirrors, or if they had to make a hovercraft and modify it to look like that.
My working theory is they made the hovercraft without wing mirrors, because why the hell would a hovercraft have mirrors? You're not sitting in traffic going,
never know.
Just check over the shoulders. All right, I'm going to merge in here, by the way. I'm just going to head over.
There's a villain in the back seat. How would you know he's there?
Well, my thinking is that the director, when I want a shot where he looks in the rearview mirror and sees the baddies coming, the absolute badders on the way.
Pasta.
But so we need wing mirrors. Why aren't there wing mirrors?
Is that shot in there?
And that's what I'm assuming. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. And so someone had to hastily take the wing mirrors off their E36 M3 and just whack them on the old hovercraft.
Someone went home in absolute slipstream mode.
Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to mention. My rearview mirror fell off the E36 the other day. I was wiping the windscreen and I just accidentally knocked the mirror off. This is probably illegal, but I've been driving around for the last week without a wing mirror.
I don't think you need one.
You don't need one. I'm telling you now. Sorry, rearview mirror.
You do need one legally.
I know you do.
I don't think you do.
Do you not?
I disagree with this. Have I heard of a blind spot?
No, but there isn't, because you have your wing mirrors.
What? Okay, what do you do in a van that has like a panel van?
Crash. Have you seen them?
No, but when I rented a van once, a Luton van, no less, and they don't have a massive hole out there. I don't think it's legal.
Yes, at least one internal rearview mirror and the driver's side mirror are required in the law by the UK.
What? Okay, that is a good point though. What about vans though? But is it like a thing like if your car is opaque in the rear,
vans must have mirrors to provide rearward vision. While many vans are not legally required to have an interior rearview mirror for the back of the windows blocked by light, they must have a driver's side offside mirror, and are legally required to have one other mirror, either passenger side or an interior one.
But cars do need that.
Supposedly. Well, it says at least one internal rearview mirror and the driver's side mirror are required in the UK.
Okay, but here's my question. Okay, so if that's regulation, is it a case of having it or it being functional? Because in theory, then you could just put a rearview mirror in the car. All it would see was just a piece of metal behind your head, and you couldn't see anything.
It's just facing you.
For a car, yeah. But for a car, I guess it's probably wherever clear view out the rear is able, you need one. But yeah, no, I haven't had one for a week, and you don't need one. I'm telling you now. I'm going to put it back.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, the vision out the windscreen is lovely.
I was going to say, do you feel like
it is a clear day?
You're living in 2035.
I don't agree.
What do you mean you don't agree?
My interior mirror is my favourite mirror.
What are you doing? You just peeping at other people behind you?
It's really helpful.
For what?
For seeing what's behind you, for car spotting.
You know what he's having a look at. You already know what he's having a look at. There's a very good reason Ben loves his rear view mirror.
Ben's not a great now because he realised the trap he's fallen into.
I can smell the confidence.
We could not have laid that one out any better.
Oh, guys, let's talk about rear view mirrors today.
I just love my mirror.
Does everyone love them?
Honestly, I use it.
Oh, God.
I use it.
Ben, I don't have one. Can't see who's behind me.
Right, next bit of news, I think.
Do you check your mirrors regularly?
Yes.
But do you do it in the same way that you did on your driving test?
Do you mirror
move your entire body to make sure you're looking?
Do you mirror signal and then manoeuvre?
Of course. No,
Or do you just hard into
no,
that
I mirror
car?
signal maneuver.
Okay.
I check my blind spots. I feed the wheel.
Do you know what I do? Right now, I just signal and maneuver. I go, good luck, everybody, and I turn.
This is the most Edmund Wilk like thing. We're like, nah, don't need it. Don't need it. You do need it.
But I knocked it off, and I was like, and then also accidentally got rid of my rearview mirror. And then was like, oh god, I have to drive home, and I was worried. I was like, this is going to be really weird. Day later, fine.
But blind spots exist.
But they don't, because you can see out your rearview mirrors.
Yeah,
Sorry, your side mirrors.
The blind spots exist.
But if vans are okay, vans have got more blind
Yeah,
spots.
they do. That's why vans are also doing crazy maneuvers all the time.
But they do get by. They're not just crashing into like cyclists.
You seen any sprinter ever?
Yeah,
Always
Fair.
mashed, yeah.
Very true. Wow, we solved it.
Yeah.
Why are vans always mashed? Because they have no rearview mirror.
That's not the excuse, though.
Just wait, my E36 he's going to turn up with every panel dented, and I'll go, no idea.
I wonder if you could get away with like a camera one.
Is that a good
legal?
point.
Because it says mirror,
Yeah.
No,
Well,
a camera one is legal.
but that says mirror.
But it's
Now,
the same. It's
if you get up
rear view
in the morning
facing.
and you do your hair and you do it, I don't know what I'm asking.
Now, hold on. Because the Honda E has a normal rearview mirror, but then 2 cameras on the side with 2 screens.
Yeah.
At least 1 internal rearview mirror and the driver's side mirror are required by law in the UK.
So we're just blurring the lines, are we? 'Cause
You're
the camera
overthinking
can
it. Yeah, but
Why?
it serves the same
Can it be?
function.
But it's not a mirror, and it's not outside the car.
But it's
It's saying-
no.
Oh, wow, sorry.
No.
Me at school, I get told off.
It is outside technically because the
But it's
camera
not a
camera
mirror.
itself is outside, and that's
But
what
is
you're
it-
seeing.
A mirror.
But that's what's providing the functionality of seeing.
So,
of the screens inside.
where do we draw the line here? Can we just have an
About there,
artist's
really, I would
interpretation
imagine.
of what's behind us?
No, it's
Can I have a painting on my
it serves the same
side
function.
window?
Etch a sketch.
If you had,
on the
I don't
side
know,
of
like a small guy sat on the outside of your car shouting what's behind
Go,
you.
you're all right.
Yeah.
You're all right.
I think a camera's fine. Although I do find the interior rearview mirror
Oh,
cameras,
schizophrenic men coming out. I know, I do, but I do actually hate interior mirrors.
the interior mirror rearview camera, what they call rearview mirror cameras, those are more helpful. But
Do you like those?
they're fine.
I don't like those.
The Hummer had that.
Yeah.
But the side mirrors, when they just go, I'm going to put a camera there and move the screen inwards, I think that's just pointless.
Yeah, I don't like
Also,
it.
at night time, what do you see? I mean, mirrors aren't that helpful at night time anyway.
They're actually better.
Are
Because
they?
well, some of them have like night vision-y looking sort of stuff.
Okay.
They're quite
I
good.
like mirrors. One, design.
Okay.
I like a mirror on a car.
It looks, yeah.
It's car. If
Yeah.
car doesn't have mirrors, car isn't. It's not car.
It's concept car.
It's just being slippery. Like,
Fish.
yes.
Fair.
Mirrors, cameras
we're
are
on-
not a solution to mirrors.
Okay. Yeah.
Dimming mirrors. What a wonderful
Also, you wouldn't
invention.
have that in your house. Like walking out, let me just quickly show it and just get a flat screen TV out that has a camera feed of your face.
That's
You're
what
like,
I was. Yeah, that was sort of a point I was trying to make to Ben
Oh.
doing his hair in the morning.
okay.
Imagine
I
that you flip your laptop out.
Yeah, but
and
have you
go,
never-
I'll just whack FaceTime up and do my hair.
But you've never used your front-facing camera as a mirror?
What? Absolutely not.
I have.
What?
Like if you want to see someone in your face,
Ben's gonna-
if you said to me right now, there's someone on your face, like something crazy on your face, I'll be like, all right, first thing I'm doing,
Mate, do not move. There's a spider on your face. Meanwhile, Ben, hold
take a
on.
selfie.
Hold on, let me get a selfie camera.
Let me get Angry Birds up.
No, you get your phone out and use that as like a mirror.
If there was no mirror around, I might do that.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not. If there's a mirror next to me, I'm not going to get my
But
phone out.
okay, there's a mirror in that toilet. Would you sooner reach for your phone?
Yeah, of course, I've reached my phone. It's literally here.
Ben is Gen Z. That's it.
No, it's just
you know what?
fixing a problem.
It's the mirror that you grew up with.
Yes. I grew up with the cameras, mate. That's a crazy
Oh,
one.
we've managed to get very off topic.
That really is well.
Do you not whack out that-
the house of mirrors in your world is really wild.
your stupid folding phone, you don't whack that open as a massive mirror when you need
I
it.
could do.
Yeah.
Could fit my whole face in that.
Yeah, but you could.
Ben goes to the carnival and goes to the hall of iPhones.
It's just security.
Some are
It's
on
just a
half.
security room.
Some are on half zoom. Some are on 2 times. He goes, "Whoa, that looks weird."
I can't do. Ben just goes, "Oh, what's on my face?"
People listening, that was Will smouldering his camera.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
great. That's nice and fun, isn't
Yeah,
it?
there you go. That was from Pierce Brosnan Mirrors. More news from you here, Ben.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you've done your research.
Yep.
Porsche's profits down 99%, which sounds quite
It's
extreme.
crazy.
Yeah,
Last
that sounds
year,
extreme.
this time last year, Porsche was profiting. Okay,
99%.
400 million euros.
Okay.
This year they're at 40 million euros.
Oh, was that it? Oh,
But that is a 99% decrease.
okay.
Is it? 100. No,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Would that be right?
I think about that. Yeah, okay, fine. Sorry,
Is
carry
that
on with
correct?
Yeah, because 10%.
What did you say?
10%.
Did you make up the 99% or did the
No,
internet
that's
tell you?
90%.
That's what. Yeah, what numbers are? Give me the numbers.
402 million euros down to 40 million euros. So it's 90%.
Yeah.
So why is the headline saying 99 then? Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, I'll never good at maths.
What
Okay.
is 90% of 400 million? I've really... I don't know what that number is.
Is 90%. Here we go. Will, let's see. Can I see? Can I read out for the viewers? That is 3. Oh, hold on. Hold on a moment. That is 36 billion. Is what you've got that number there.
What's going on?
Well, Porsche, I've solved your problem.
Porsche?
You're actually making an incredible amount of
Porsche?
money.
Hey?
So
I misread that at first.
So
No,
that-
it's $36 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's 36 mil.
So those are operating profits.
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily revenue and stuff, but it means that they're profiting 90% less than they were last year.
But what is it? Why is that?
I think it's partly the electric thing. You must think you got your Macans.
See,
They've gone to
I
be.
always-
They're now electric. You've got the announcement of the Boxster and the Cayman becoming mostly electric.
Now hold up, because I can't remember if I talked about this before, but it's the same thing when everyone gets all like, "Oh, Jag have lost 700% profits." Okay, but they've stopped selling cars.
Yeah.
If they have tactically gone right, 2025 is going to be an L for us, but we're setting ourselves up for 26. They understand that that's going to happen. Let's say they've cancelled orders for Boxster and Cayman because the electric one's coming out, or Cayenne's being culled or something. There might be a reason for it. Everyone's always very quick to go, see, look, it's not working. We told them, but there might be a reason.
Shall we dig deeper?
Please.
Okay,
if you'd like to.
shall I read from this article?
Please do.
So the CEO is leaving.
Oh, he's off. He took all the profits with him.
Someone from McLaren is now becoming the CEO.
Yeah.
of
Zach
Porsche?
Brown.
That's not right.
You just said someone from McLaren. I made someone up.
It's not. I don't think you made him up. I think he is.
I think Gordon Murray, because he used to be at McLaren.
Yeah.
Might be him.
I think it's Bruno Senna.
Who is that?
I don't know. You said someone
Okay,
from
they're
McLaren.
basically all I was going to say.
I actually do know who it is. Bruce McLaren.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
that feels wrong.
But I thought he was going to get some useful
Well, the founder
information.
of
Right.
McLaren.
The outgoing CEO has admitted that the company is facing headwinds from a cooling EV market to rising costs and sluggish demand in China. And they're basically going to cut some jobs. But interestingly, their net cash flow has actually increased. So
Have you been on Company's House?
I often am, but no.
Ben is, if just know, if you're out there and you've got a company, Ben's on Company's House looking you up.
I'm
Ben
deep in
knows
your
what you've
public
got.
accounts. Yeah.
Ben loves it. He'll go, who's doing what? All right, let me get a Company's House.
Haven't filed your accounts, have you?
Interesting.
Okay.
What's Cash at Bank saying this year?
If you aren't aware, in the UK, if you have a company, you could look up any information about them.
If you're a public limited company, you must publish all of your revenue and stuff online.
Yeah.
If you're a certain size, they do it in plain English. If it's a smaller company,
They do it in
It-
Chinese.
Don't know why they did that, but
if it's a smaller company,
I thought it was funny.
it's grids of numbers and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you're big enough, it will say we made £17 this year. We
Wow.
lost $1 million.
6 foot plus.
TDC.
Basically, I don't understand why. It's also not 99%.
That was the quote from the CEO.
Wait, can we name and shame this website, if possible?
I read this in like multiple places. This was all saying 99%, but I don't know.
Maybe, you know what? I'll rely on our maths being wrong, but from just hearing it, the numbers seem wrong.
Okay, but fine.
Ben's
90%.
got this, you know, the articles you get at the bottom of a page where it says, this one
Smear garlic aioli on your knees and your back pain will go away.
Just having visions at night time and pretending they're true.
What? I'm going to write this down. I need to talk about this on the podcast.
God, I just hate doing the news. Right. But I think part of it, I would imagine, is it's the electric thing. I think.
Yeah.
And also, you know, I like Porsche 911s,
Okay.
but I will admit, if you are the average consumer, you might not be like, I'm going to upgrade, because you might see it as the same car. Because it's to the average punter, if you're not going like, well, it's got 4 more pound-feet and 8 more horsepower and it's electrifying, the turbo spool in 2 milliseconds. They don't care.
But the 911 is probably not what they're...
No, that's
not what they're paying the bills
they-
with.
no.
Right? They feel like they're in
But
some kind of transitional type
Cayman's,
phase.
Panameras, and that's their...
But Cayman's on the way out. You've
Yeah.
got your
Macans,
Macan.
Cayennes,
They're bringing.
and
Macan and Cayenne.
what
Is
do you call it? What's the electric?
That's a Taycan, son.
Yeah. Although there's just those, they're just hanging around.
Do
aren't
you know
they?
what I think's weird about 911s? This might not be true at all, but I feel like it is. 911s were for, call it the 60s to the 90s. Till like the 964. A thing that only people in the know would buy. You'd buy it because you're into sports cars, you're into the GT2s, all that sort of stuff. You don't care about mainstream cars. Then 911s and Porsches became very mainstream. The amount of normal 996s around, everyone probably knows someone that's had a 996 or a 997 or maybe a 991, and they're just like, yeah, it's cool. I don't care about cars that much. But now I feel like we're back to being, most people, I feel they're not. I know the volume is still in the base Carrera, but it feels like everyone's going after the GT cars. People only buy 911s now when they want the big one, the race car, well, not the race car, but GT3.
Or GT3.
It's weird. It feels like the 996, the 997, and the 991, the bulk of them were normal. And then a few people bought GT3s.
That's actually fair, because I think if I see a lot of standard, in quotations, like Carrera 991s and stuff. Yeah. But whenever I reckon I see as many GT3 992s as I do just Carreras.
That's what I believe. Because I saw one the other day, I saw a 992, which is the new one, with its fog light on, its little centre fog. I literally thought, I cannot remember the last time I saw a normal 911. This is one of the first ones I've seen. And yet, GT3, GT3 RS, I see him around every now and then. That's weird. It shouldn't be like that.
That's why 99% down.
99%.
Because start selling more.
You know what? I feel bad for you, son. 99% down. 911 ain't one.
Listen, Porsche, if you've got any 911s you want to get rid of just for cheap,
please do shout out.
Just let us know.
Also, 40 mil profit.
Come on, you can afford to lose it.
Would you even notice it? I'm talking about you, Ben.
Yeah, but wait, you're saying that's still good?
Yeah, no.
40 million. Oh
No.
Big rich Ben.
No, of course.
Sorry, you think 40 million profit is good?
No, but if you look at it from
12, check Ben's company's house, everyone.
No, if you were if you were 12 months ago making 400 million euros, and then 12 months later you are now making 40 million, that is a big decrease.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, it's a lot of money, but you know, if you're
they might have gambled it away.
Yeah,
underground gambling for Porsche.
Bad day at the horse races.
Yeah. I lost a bet. Well, no one's learned anything from that story.
No, just dross as usual.
That's about it for news, to be fair. Next anecdote I put in here is bullshit eBay selling.
Okay.
I don't like selling things at all anymore.
Okay, it's fair.
Sometimes there is a thrill to selling things because you will get some money back for something you may have bought.
Wow.
In the past. That's how selling things works.
Bro described selling. Someone at home? Okay, I can be on board with this.
I've been had the wheels from the Gallardo for sale, the original ones, the Riverside Alt-Stat 3-piece things. And they weren't really selling. I put them up for 300 quid in the end, starting bid. Someone bid £300 with about half an hour to go, and they won. So I sent them a message and said, hello, when would you like to come and collect these wheels?
You have won.
They can either pay when they come and get them, or they can pay through eBay, whatever. Nothing for 3 days. Nothing.
Perfect.
I thought, I'm not going to send a reminder. I can't be asked. I get a message from a guy. Said, yeah, this is me. I won the bid, blah, blah, blah. I don't actually think they're going to fit. I think the centre ball's a bit small. So would you take 200 quid and I could take a chance?
Are you... What?
I stared at this message and I thought, I want to smash your face. What
You're a clown.
Are you talking about? You bid?
Also, here's a tip for you. You did take a chance. You took a chance at 300.
£300, and then you went, oh, actually, don't think they'll fit.
Also,
but at 200 quid, I might take a chance. You can find out if they fit or not.
Yeah. Also, the centre ball, they're aftermarket. Yeah. They will be big enough.
Well, he says they're too small. I reckon because they're 57.1.
Oh, they are. Okay, so that is quite small.
Which is like Audi stuff. So if he's a Mercedes or something, it won't fit. Because I thought they might fit the Merc, but they won't. But he said that in the advert.
You're an absolute
waited 3 days and went, actually, I don't want that. But then I had another guy he also messaged. He said, I'll give you 200 quid. This is like 4 days before it ended. And I was like, I would literally, I'd rather keep them and sit on them than
like as in actually
like
use them as a seat.
No, actually sit on them.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Or eat out of them like cereal bowls.
Don't hold much.
Just milk would fall out. Yeah.
Centre cap in.
57.1, mate. We might take a chance on that.
How many Cheerios fits in there?
But if you're, it took every fibre of my being
not to abuse it.
Not to go ape shit.
Yeah.
I have a message. I was just like, cool, cancelled.
You're
a bellend. You cannot. He was a Facebook person on eBay.
Yeah. How mate? Is this still available? Yeah. Just disappear into the ether.
Oh, do you want, I'll pay you £300. Here's a binding bid that says I will buy this.
Also, he's what he did. He went 300 quid. Yeah. You went 300 quid. He went 300 quid. That's a bit steep.
I don't even know if they'll fit.
You bid that. You did that.
He's doing it as if I've offered them to him.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, mate. I don't even know if they're going to fit. Do 200 quid for me.
Do me a deal.
So if that was you and you're a creamer, feel free to never listen to this podcast ever again.
Nice. I
You
like that.
are blocked and banned
Blocked and reported.
from selling things. I just hate selling things now everywhere. Make selling great again.
Okay,
Because
interesting.
I want someone to come out with a new selling platform.
eBay 2.
eBay 2 will come out.
eBay 2, and if you commit to buy something and then you back out of it, you just get shot.
I want
Oh my god.
3bay. I want
Are we back on these things again? What have we
Yeah.
had so far? Is this talking in the cinema? Your
Talking in
seat
the cinema.
explodes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A Gatling gun.
Gatling gun also in the cinema.
Was that in the cinema?
What was the other one? There was something else.
There was something else.
There
involved.
was one with the cinema. Well, or the seat. There's lots of cinema ones.
There was
Yeah,
another
yeah.
one as well.
There was, I think it was to do with the going slow on the road. I think it was, I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was if you slow down for traffic to look at the accident or anything, speed movie spec, you go under 40 mile an hour, your car blows up.
I think you could probably apply that to middle lane hoggers. I think if you spend X amount of time in middle lane,
Oh, I like that.
and
It's like,
there are sensors around that says, okay, there's nothing in your blind spot, you can move over.
Yeah.
Timer starts to go. If it goes,
If it goes, it
You
goes. But if your amplifier is broken in your Mercedes, you're done. It's just going to go off without you ever hearing it.
no, this is like aftermarket. This is third party fit.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
nothing to do with the car sound system.
Is it an MOT fail if you haven't got it?
It's actually in you as a human.
Oh wow.
It's so then like it doesn't matter what car you're in.
Oh, do you know what? Then
It's
that would
you.
work for slow walks as well. If you're,
Okay.
if you're on the pavement, you
Oh,
can't get past
really?
someone.
What about
You know-
old people just
Or
going to get blasted?
airports.
Now here's
Now
the thing.
airports, I get. It's one of the only places that I find myself with. You know when you're about to kick off,
Yeah.
and you feel the rage in your body.
Do you know
I get
what?
that in
Will
airports.
will attest. When I lived in London, I was an angrier man than today, which is a tough
That's
tough
difficult.
thing to work out. But the basis of this anger came from trying to walk around London because I wanted to dash people downstairs often, like because they just stand there going one step and then looking at their phone and stopping the stairs. You joking? Sorry, this is a podcast. This is a car podcast.
But still, I don't know how some people get around. Like, actually, how do they get from A to B?
They don't. They're still there now.
NPCs.
But why is it that when you enter, these people can operate normally outside of an airport?
I don't think
they
when,
can.
when you get into it, but why is everyone there? No one can move correctly. It just becomes. I'm not saying that I can. I might get away sometimes.
Well, what's the meme? Walking around an airport makes me realise I'm the only human that knows how to walk.
It's I can't believe my flight was booked for the same day as everyone else's
Although-
first day on Earth.
Yeah,
Explosives embedded in human beings in airports.
doesn't go well.
Is a problem.
That's true.
TSA, if you're listening, please let
That's
us
actually a
know.
fair point.
Yeah, so we can't do that. But on a selling website, do you know what? Actually, you have to put in your address and it's verified.
Mm.
You bid on something, you mess someone around, you get sent a bomb.
No. You just the seller who's been messed around gets your address. They may do whatever they want with that information.
I think it should be.
What, like the
but
purge?
then you could get done for murder. I think
No.
it should be detached, and you just know, and you get sent like a,
Now,
this seller's not around no more.
anybody that's played GTA 5 online, what I would like is I'd be able to call up Lamar and set a mugger on them. Which so if you mess around, just someone's going to come around your house and nick something from you.
No, I want a.
It won't be big. It won't be anything
That's
like
what happened to me.
Yeah, exactly. You blocked someone.
I messed someone up on a
and they smashed your back door in. And and then they broke into your house. They took a purse and left. That's it.
I don't know who I've wronged in the
It
past.
was
to have
just-
a mugger set on me.
Just to teach you a lesson.
What if you know when you're in GTA lobby and you just go out of business and you just hear, and then you hear,
Yeah,
and it's an oppressor Mark II
A
with
lock-on missile.
a someone who has just been
was very
sweating all day on it, and they blow you up.
There you go. Also, for those of you that don't play games, sorry, we'll move on now.
Yeah, apologies. But yeah, if you're a bad seller, you deserve plastic explosives through the letterbox.
Me when the room under my house isn't very good.
Ben, now before we get to our much awaited forum questions that we were forced to delay, sounds. Should we do some car
Let's
sounds?
do some sounds.
Do you know what?
Now
We
have
don't know if you liked it last
Yeah,
week because it hasn't got out.
Can
but
we?
we're gonna do-
Shall we do ours first, or would you like to do yours first?
I'll do mine first because they'll be worse.
Okay.
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 Straight up.
So,
okay.
so for the premise, for those of you that haven't listened before, perhaps hated last week and skipped it, we're doing it again. Ben is going to play us 5 different car sounds. We did very poorly last
Yeah,
week.
badly.
But the twist is this time, Will and I each have one for the other team.
I actually played yours before.
It really annoyed me.
You really wanted to know, and I thought, perfect. That's the sound I'll go with.
I wasn't listening hard enough, and I said to Will, "Can I please just actually know because it's going to really upset me." He won't tell me.
Are you ready, gang?
Here we go, Sportsland.
That is a B. That's diesel. No, it's not diesel.
Now,
Why have you ended it there?
Interesting.
What
Now,
do you get?
I'm going to say, so that's an old 6-cylinder. It sounds E36-ish.
I was going to say, is it an exhaust clip?
Where
Yes.
was the video from?
The back.
Okay. That's fine. That's actually what I was asking. A back shot. Okay. I'm going to say that's either like an E30 325i or like an E36 328i.
I'm going to throw a left
hooker straight into bed.
It's jaw. 370Z.
Oh,
Do you
interesting.
want it one more time?
Yeah, please, if you can. What's that?
I don't know. That's just a weird audio.
Weird one. It's got a weird audio
It's on a
change.
dyno, right? Yeah. I think it's V6. It's
I'm
not
gonna say
inline
V6.
6.
It's V6 with a true dual exhaust, man.
Is it-
something like an Infinity.
Is it
or-
one of your... because it's Ben, I'm going to say it's an IS250 because he likes them.
That's a good one.
No,
That's a
no,
good
no, that's a bad guess. Because that would sound like a GTR if that had
They don't sound like that.
They do.
All right.
They've got that proper
All right.
pur like V6. Do you know what? I'll play one of those right now.
That's put me off a 370Z. Then,
No,
when you
yeah,
said
what?
that.
Okay, Ben, put us out of misery.
An SX.
Was it NSX?
Yeah. And do you know why I paused the video?
Why is that?
Because the VTEC. Because if I
What
carry,
the hell? That's actually...
Was it an auto?
if I carry on, ready?
Yeah, no, hold on.
Because I knew if the second you heard the VTEC crossover, you'd know what it was.
That's not on.
Yes, it is.
No, you can't... Right, okay.
Oh, sorry. Here's this car
right,
idling.
Ben, here's my one. Cool, what was that?
That was a MacBook Pro
Yeah,
keyboard.
exactly.
Spacebar
You
in
can't,
particular.
you can't play
I can't-
half of it.
No, I can do what I want.
That is disgusting
Right.
tactics.
Sorry.
Can
It's my guess.
we have the next one, please?
Yeah, of course.
That was in poor taste,
You know
just
what?
so you know.
You know what? The creamers will be on our side with this. They're going to hate you for that.
All right, let's go again. Okay.
Just go again.
I hope you're wrong, John.
That is a
Sorry.
human being.
This is, for context, a junction exit.
Yeah.
V8. Oh, traffic. Sorry, Ben, 2-minute video.
A V8, and it's in America,
Well, because you could hear roads everywhere.
and an American human being at the beginning.
I think...
Of
Can we get that one more time, please?
course you can. Sorry, I'll
Yeah, let's
we
just get
skip
out
to
the
the
noise. No, can I have the first 45 seconds of preamble, please?
Why is it that every car video of Rams is 17 seconds of someone doing something?
NA, I think, possibly.
It has a little bit of that LS.
It's got
LS
that
type.
Mustang.
Yeah, it's either
Like
Mustang or
a
LS.
5.0,
No, it doesn't have that Coyote, that weird zing that they have.
and it's a manual.
I'm going to say...
I'll let you think whilst I sip my water.
I'm going to
Is
say that that's a C7.
Final answer?
Yeah.
The results will shock you.
Okay. It's. What? Well, it could be anything, couldn't it?
That's kind of the point of the guess. It could be anything.
It
Yeah.
is a pickup truck of some variety.
Okay,
it's
it's
a Dodge.
It's a Ford GT.
What? That was... I promised my first
2005
thought,
one.
my first thought was a Ford GT. I was like, they have more of the modular, but they are supercharged. So that's... Yeah.
That's
Very,
tough, that
very
one.
upsetting.
You guys have not been doing well recently. with
We
these.
really have.
Let's go for
Sorry,
number
I said
3.
It was NA as well. I can't believe it.
Let's go number 3.
Can't believe it.
Is that
that
a
noise?
It's 4-cylinder.
That noise the start. Can I get
Yeah.
the start up once more?
Where's that noise from? I think that's a GR Yaris.
No,
Now, I'm going to preface this.
three-cylinder.
This was not
correct.
my one. This was editor Mike out this one. I think it's a good one.
I was about to say like an i30N or a Focus RS 2.3.
I'm just going to go Golf R.
Is it a Mustang EcoBoost?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
nice.
When you said EcoBoost startup, but I thought you were going to throw a.
Yeah,
You
that
wanna
was what Mike
throw one
said.
in here?
Mike to do a Mustang, and I was like, "Nah, I'll guess Mustang." He went, "I'll do a 2.3 EcoBoost."
Oh, Mike, you've been bested.
So, for context, for people who don't know, the Mustang is famously a V8, and they, for some reason, unbeknownst to me, released the Ford Focus RS. Is it RS engine?
It is very
was-
similar. Yeah.
It's a 2.3 litre four-cylinder they put in a Mustang for some unknown reason.
I think the Fox body had a 4-cylinder that you could have at some point.
2.3, I
Yeah.
think as well.
Okay. Well,
It
that
was,
sounds-
it was a Pinto engine, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
There was I had a rental Mustang, a 2.3 EcoBoost. I took it back after about 2-3 hours. It was actually really quite appalling.
Really?
Like if you are a complete normie, great. I got a Mustang, man. But God, that thing is horrible. Like that engine just doesn't suit it.
Manual
Nasty.
or with an auto?
It was an auto. 10
Oh.
speed auto,
Oh, yeah.
EcoBoost, Vert, Mustang.
Oh, God.
I'd rather-
dream.
I got two more for you.
2 more?
Would you like to use your ears to listen to them?
Yes,
No, well,
please.
clearly we haven't. Well, I haven't.
Can I get the start up again?
Oh, we had takeoff there. I want that. Is it?
Again, the start.
I think it's Porsche. Can you get the takeoff, please? Oh no, it sounded like it drove away.
Something modern.
Julia QV.
Final answer.
Yeah.
McCann.
That is a Bentley Continental, a W12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like ass.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I had like an older Bentley Continental, the second version of, and it came past me and it sounded amazing.
You had one?
No, one came past me.
Oh,
weekend.
I thought you said
You did say
you said I had one.
As in, I had one come past.
Well,
Saw it. That's my car.
Yeah.
That's it. But I thought that it went past me, and about an hour later, I was on Auto Trader looking at Continentals. I was like, that sounded great.
An old one or a new one?
As in like a second, like a facelift one.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That sounded like shit.
Not really. I didn't. Yeah.
And the final one. This is mounted to the car.
That's the same video.
That.
Oh, Bentley Continental.
What?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
is that someone's?
Now, I'm gonna go Diablo. Is my
I'm gonna
first thought on that.
say.
No.
Stop trying to play. You're looking at me trying to play mind games and trying to work out my reactions to things.
I was going to say like Miura.
Yeah,
Check
it's
the gear
old.
changes feel a bit too
quick.
snappy. A Ferrari.
Oh, Testarossa.
Don't ask me, man. Just
Little bit
guess.
Yeah. My first thought was Diablo. I'm staying with that.
Miura.
Couldn't.
It was between Diablo and Countach.
Somewhere in the middle of those.
Whoever rowing gears in the Countach, kind of crazy.
Slamming them through.
Nice,
DFG
right,
style.
William or me? Do you like which one?
I'll put you out of misery.
Okay. Is it a super early C12? Pagani Zonda?
Yeah.
Or it is
Here's a C12.
a non... Okay, yeah. No.
I believe part of this as well is you know each other too well.
Yeah, that's
So
true. Yeah.
Before you even hear the noise, you know what you're going for. Okay.
Sorry, Ben, what would you have gone for there?
Probably like an early sort of Pagani.
Oh,
The C12.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
S, the 6 litre or the 7.3?
I don't remember what Edmund said, but I think the S.
Yeah, that's exactly
Is it?
right, that's
Which one's
true.
that? Is that the 6 litre or the 7.3?
Well, weirdly, you would think it would be the 7 because the bigger engine, but it's not. Small one.
Oh, okay.
Right, I might have to have my laptop.
Is that
up
right?
here.
That's all right.
So, are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not how you use a laptop. Carrera GT.
No. He's a 6 or a 12. He's a 12. He's got to be a 12.
I think that's a 10.
I'll
No, that's
give you,
12.
I'm going to give you the beginning again.
Now, have you broken a rule you give to Ben?
Now I have, but this car sounds the same with aftermarket exhaust and without, and they all have aftermarket exhaust, which actually might throw you off. Don't look too much into that. Don't think too much into that.
The V12. That's a V12. But that doesn't sound like a V12.
I think it's a V10.
No, that ain't a V10. That's a V12. It's not.
I'm not.
It's.
I'm the one clue I will give you. I'm not trying to throw you off here. This is not something weird or obscure.
Do you like them?
What was the clue?
That was the
You said.
clue.
What was the clue? You said.
I said it's not weird. I'm not. It's not some weird obscure. It's not an IXM Mega Track. It's not weird or obscure.
Right, I was about to say a CLK GTR because it's V12 and I don't know what they sound like.
I think
Oh God,
it's a
hell.
V10.
Okay.
I don't think. I think it's a V12. I think it's a V12. I think it's a V12.
And furthermore,
Furthermore, I think it's a V12.
Have you worked out what engine you think it is yet? Or?
I think it could. Yeah, be like
Oh, look.
12 cylinders in a V.
okay. No, you know,
I genuinely don't know. I'm going to say a CLK GTR.
Benjamin,
I don't know.
give me a final answer, please, Ben. Anything.
A V10.
What?
I don't know.
Okay, great. It's a Ferrari F50.
Which is what? A V12?
Ah.
No, they're a V10, mate.
Oh.
No, you're wrong. Sorry, Ben.
I got V10 vibes from it.
No, it has the V12s have a
It has.
have a thing.
Two more cylinders.
I was expecting
Yes.
you to go more modern because they have the F50 over any of the like Testarossa or anything. Have that almost 812E. The
But it's got that. It's the gear change and also the low down noise that modern V12s just can't do.
can't be doing it.
Can't be doing it.
Again, we'll peep the comments in this week's coming podcast to see if you guys liked or disliked it. But let us know if you're a fan of the car sounds or not.
Ben's got to go out and get some more.
Incredibly poor showing from us so
Yeah,
far.
I know what. I really thought I'd be better at this.
Yeah,
Yeah. Next week, maybe we'll get one.
probably not.
I did get one actually.
Have we got? We said
Hey.
we've got forum. Let's
I got a forum. I've had this
Two
one.
forums.
I've had this forum because we haven't done a forum for a while. So I screenshotted this one when I got DM'd to me ages ago.
Okay.
So I'm
Well,
going
do we
to.
want to complete the forum from earlier?
I think it's still a good hook to make him wait.
Oh, sure.
okay.
You just remember, Ben's the one making you wait.
Maybe we'll get right to the end and go. And next week we'll talk about cold starts. Right, what's this one then?
This one is from a person
Ah,
called
that's
Missing Note,
Okay,
which is interesting because the note is right here on my phone.
very nice.
Hi, Ben. I've been a TDC viewer since the first main channel video and
No.
the podcast,
No hello to us.
and I've had a thought about something that I think should be asked somewhere. Do you really like a car if you don't like it as it comes from factory? I.e., basically, you have a car that you like.
You should
You,
like
you
it.
modify it. Do you really like that car if, as it came out of the factory, you wouldn't have it?
Now,
Does that make sense?
I understand where you're coming from because I believe the MX-5 is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
An MX-5 is a great base on which to build something, but it is, to me, a horrible car. However, cars cannot be their perfect selves because of constraints. Manufacturers can't make them how they want to be. If they were, cars would look like concept cars because
True.
that's them being able to do whatever they want. However, emissions and stringent laws stop them from, you have to have the wheels tucked in, you have to have wing mirrors, mate. You got to have them. You got to have them.
have them.
So what you're doing by modifying them, whether legally or not, is pushing them back to what they should be.
Are we? Yeah, I believe all cars can be improved.
Agreed.
All cars. Like even you take what
most
you might
perfect.
think is the most perfect. You put a set of spaces on a Veyron. and
Huayra
It's
R.
going to look a lot better. Huayra R.
Get rid of the stripe.
There you
Okay.
go.
That make me more happy.
That's a little bit spec dependent.
Mer-
But yeah,
what about a yellow
Merc?
Merschlager manual?
I put a little different exhaust on it,
And
I
lower
might,
it.
and I might put spaces on it.
Space it out a bit.
There are, it doesn't matter. Some of them are so small.
Very small, yeah.
Some of them might be. I need to put an entirely different kit on this. I might,
Yep.
might need a different engine, for example. But all things can be improved.
Absolutely.
But are we saying that is there a car out there that you own that you would have that is bad out the factory?
So, for
but is
example-
only improved by modifying.
Well, okay, so
Well, yeah,
brackets
MX-5.
MX-5.
Would you have an MX-5 as standard?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay,
They
so
are
do you,
horrible.
So
to
do you
drive.
like MX-5s?
No.
Would you have a?
And there's the point.
Would you have a standard S2000
Yes,
bone stock?
Completely stock.
yeah.
See,
Because and to be honest with you, if you now, I think my car looks fantastic, and I think it's worth the slight sacrifice.
I know what you're going to say.
It will drive worse.
No,
It will
it'll
drive worse.
better.
It'll drive worse.
It won't, because it's all floppy and wallowy and
No,
old.
that's fair, but surely with like bigger, wider wheels that are like set up in a way to with the camera and that sort of thing, it's going to drive slightly worse. If you put that car on some decent tyres, but like standard setup, it'll probably drive it better.
Here's something.
It looks good.
The E36 I have right now has every handling modification you can do. Not track stuff, but like it has upgraded anti-roll bars, has brand new bushings on everything. It has coilovers, it has wider wheels and tyres, all set to fit with good brakes. The engine is still 90 horsepower. I have fun driving that car on back roads that I absolutely did not when it was stock.
Okay.
But it has no more power. It's still slow. I mean, we've all been in the car. If I mat the accelerator to get on the motorway, 25 seconds later, we're just touching 70.
Yeah.
But it's fun to throw around the back roads because I've improved a facet of it.
I see where you're coming from, Ben, in a way, because I've had this thought recently. With the blue Clio I had, it wasn't like coilover and stuff, but it was upgraded to within an inch of its life.
Yeah.
And it drove great. But is it that much better than a standard Clio with lowering springs?
Yeah.
And is it worth the rubbing, the scraping, the jiggling, the rattling?
Like the S1000 is gonna, what's the phrase? Tram lining. It's gonna do that more. It's gonna probably not have. It's not gonna handle it as well if it's got a bit more camber to make the wheels fit.
You didn't need to do that. You could have just had coilovers and had standard wheels, but different wheels.
Now that's possibly a good in between, but it wouldn't look good.
But that's exactly. But there's a personal preference. I believe though, it would be better, like baseline objectively, just with coils and like better brakes, for instance.
On what?
On like that S2000.
Yeah.
And then it would drive better.
Yeah, but I'm saying is that I would like it stock because it's a good car stock.
Yeah, it's good, but it could be better. That's the whole point. You don't. There are some mods where you don't have to make any sacrifices. You tailor it to you because Honda, it's a sports car, but we still have, let's say, the big base of people who are buying this are going to be in their 40s.
Yeah.
They don't want the suspension to be really stiff, so they make it softer so that everyone enjoys it. But you, as a young boy, decide I want this thing to be stiff and good, great around corners, and the S2000 too. And so for that reason, I'm going to put coils on it, and that makes it objectively better to drive.
Oh, I think I will prefer it. Mine is more the wheels. I think will be what makes it probably slightly worse to drive.
Of course, but
for me, it looks so good.
Yeah,
I don't care.
So there's a balance between form and function. But I think there are. I agree with Will. Every single car needs something, and everyone's choice of what to do will be different.
Okay, so there's levels to this.
Ooh.
So if we're saying MX-5, technically the point is it works on that because you don't like an MX-5 if it's standard. You don't like the actual car on MX-5.
No, I don't.
Exactly, but because that car needs so much doing to it, whereas
no, they don't. No, that's another point. It's like the E36. You don't need more power, but if you go for better suspension and maybe some chassis stiffening, it becomes it's a kind of fun car to chuck into corners.
Okay.
You don't need to do what I did.
Okay, would you have that though?
I still wouldn't because I like being dumb.
So then you don't like it. Then you don't like it from a factory.
No, but my list of requirements is different from a car than most other people's. But that's the beauty of cars. But I think most people would find some form of modification to do better.
Mm-hmm. Noise is often because that is the one thing that because a factory could say they can perfect a chassis, if you know what I mean, like where it's like this is meant to be the perfect handling thing for a road car, and then someone goes, I'm going to go stick coilovers on it or make it whatever. But noise is always the thing that a factory car, especially more modern stuff, they cannot get right all the time. Even if you're doing a slight modification, you're going to make it a little bit louder. That's always the one. That is normally the bare minimum, at least for a performance car anyway. Like obviously, if we're driving around in a transit van diesel
with no rear mirror.
With no,
that was not English. Sorry, no rear.
You could add one.
Don't have to.
You could add one as a modification, and you'd just be looking at the back of
piece of metal.
You're looking at your firewall.
But it's a good question. I think it's fair. There are some cars where I wouldn't feel a need to do much to.
Yeah. Do you sometimes make them worse?
Oh yeah. I know. I would agree.
Sometimes where I've modified something, and then either you go back to or close to standard, and you go, this is better.
Yeah.
I thought I needed all these things.
Yeah,
I added those things and went, actually, this is worse now.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but again, that is either you're making that sacrifice for looks or for noise or for snoise.
So Ben, V12 Vantage,
Mm.
leave it completely standard. Nothing. Touch nothing on it. You don't want it to sit a little bit lower. Space those wheels a little bit.
Yeah, it would look better, but to be fair, for me, that car's noise.
But would you leave
Stock?
them?
They sound good, but it wouldn't be. He wouldn't be for me.
But there you go.
He needs to be aggressive.
That's the thing that boils down. Anyone that feels anything towards a car, as in you like cars, it's because a car makes you feel something. That is it. Also, sorry if you keep hearing this distant gonging sound effect. We have new mic stands, and every time you touch them, they just gently gong.
Yeah.
But yeah, every single person likes a car because it makes them feel something. And what makes you feel things about cars is either sound, touch, or
something you see.
Yeah,
visual of
there's something there. So you want to make that more. You want to amplify it.
Actually, funny enough, we were talking about this with my dad actually at the weekend, talking about the M5 I used to have.
Yeah.
And because he owned that M5, it was really nicely spec'd F10 M5, but it was relatively standardish. When he had it, I can't remember, I think he put spacers on and a couple of other bits, but nothing too major. But he doesn't feel anything towards that car. Whereas that's one of my favorite cars I've ever had.
That's my favorite car.
I lowered it, spacers, it had downpipes on. So it had the noise and the looks. So I feel a way to that car that he doesn't feel at all. Because it was an M5, so it's a bit big and lazy and a bit detached.
Here it is on the screen. Oh, man.
It's just wonderful.
And you know what? The spec, it's anti-me. It's black grills with black wheels. But yeah, that car was so... God, I will have an F10 M5.
Did that say 705?
705, yeah. That was... And it could have been more than that. But again, that car, because of what I did to it,
wow,
it made it better. Although I thought about that sometimes, I thought, it's better to me because it's Laria, but all it does is wheel spin. It's got perfectly good tyres.
Yeah.
But all it would do is wheel spin. So it is worse.
Yeah.
But I remember that car more because of how Laria it was.
Yeah. That's why it was my favourite car you'd ever owned.
Yeah.
Because you just touch it and it goes, all right, mate, I'm going to spin through fourth.
Yeah, that car would do that. But that's what I mean, that is the same car, but with 4 or 5 mods made memorable to me, but another person goes,
I don't care.
Just an M5.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Different strokes for different courses. I think that's
possibly it.
Or different horses for different strokes, something like that.
Now, shall we get on to the big one? The one everyone's been waiting for.
The retention on this podcast is up.
The one we've been teasing.
100%. Stop touching who's touching the
mic?
mic?
That's Ben again. That is
you know what that is? That's the GTA 3 sound effect when you pick up a weapon or something.
I get one big one, it might be.
No, Ben, we're going to go lose people. You've worked so hard to keep the retention
It's true.
up.
I'll gently let go of it.
So this is a message from a man, possibly a man. His name is Bryce.
Okay.
That could also be a woman.
Sure. Hello, Mrs. Bryce.
I'm not going to read out your entire message because it's very, very long. But basically what he's
okay.
saying is about cold start cycle. Do you wait for it? He says his OCD is that he wants to wait for it to finish and then move on. Do you wait for it? Or do you just start that bugger up and drive off? Or do you wait 10 seconds? Do you wait a minute? Do you wait 5 minutes?
Now, can I say something? I've heard before that this affects diesels, that you shouldn't let a diesel idle. But
yeah, there's all sorts of stuff all over the place.
Yeah, diesel specifically shouldn't be idling. You should get in a diesel, not like rag it, but drive it gently off.
Here's what I do. I drop the oil first thing in the morning, car up on the jack stands, drop the oil out. I then go inside, I put it in a microwave safe dish,
Okay.
and I heat the oil up.
All right.
Usually around 80, 90 degrees. I then do an oil filter change.
What about the coolant?
The coolant I leave, that's fine. We're okay with that.
Cool.
You know.
Or you leave the engine running.
And his engine running the whole time.
With no oil in it. To get the coolant up to temp. I pour the oil back in, do a filter change, and then I weigh out.
And then you haven't got to wait for it to warm up. You can just get in the car and go.
Yeah. And then literally, as like pulling out the space, I'm 7,000 RPM.
No, I do that, but I bring the oil.
Like a Formula 1 car.
Straight out of the pits.
For more efficiency, so I can, because obviously I live quite far away, so driving to the unit, I've got to get ready quite quickly so I can leave earlier.
Yeah.
So what I do is I bring the oil into the shower with me. So it warms up with the residual heat. It's like when you don't want to iron your shirt, so you just hang it up in the bathroom.
A little bit of water in there as well, gets it a little bit less thick.
Well, yeah, of course, because then it can circulate more easily. And also that warm water helps sort of keep the engine warm as well.
Lubricity.
Yeah.
What I actually do is I just never turn the car off. So when I get home tonight,
Okay,
I'll leave the car running.
Yeah.
I'll head and go to bed. I might have to wake up around 1 or 2 and go get some petrol and top it up to keep it going. And then that way, when I come to it in the morning, it's still warm.
That's good.
I haven't put anywhere on the bearings.
Like a slow cooker.
I've actually, what I've got, my garage is just full of radiators.
Okay.
So you drive, it's like 80 degrees in there, but you drive in and the car just stays warm.
Now, what I always thought was interesting is in Canada and lots of like very cold countries, they have block heaters that they like, especially vans and big diesel trucks will have literally a thing that plugs into the block to keep the block warmish overnight. It's interesting to me that that never became a thing for high performance cars, because obviously, why would you wouldn't have it on normal cars? My mum's not going to go, I've got to plug in the diesel heater on the
tire
X5.
warmers on.
Yeah, she doesn't want to deal with it. But someone who, especially on a car that has, like say an M5 that has rod bearing issues,
Yeah.
why has no one ever developed that? Because there is a TVRs have oil heating systems that you can get retrofitted to them so that you can start them warm.
Really?
Which is cool. That's a cool idea. It's aftermarket. You can get them done on certain cars.
It was not something I ever really thought. Again, the BMW thing, if you don't know, there's a thing with BMW M engines where they have very, very, very thin, very small rod bearing clearances, which means that if the oil hasn't got up to temperature properly or you're revving it from cold, you're getting a lot of wear. And that is across a lot of BMWs. When I had an E92 M3, it is all people talk about.
46 M3
is rod bearings, basically. But again, I was conscious of that, so I would let it warm up for a few minutes before I do anything. And again, so you're also, something I didn't know, again, until I had an E92 M3, cold start cycle. So when you start your car up in the morning and it revs to 1,500,000, whatever it is your car revs to, it's nothing to do with warming up your engine. It's to do with cats.
Yeah, to warm the cats up.
It's a cat warming thing. So if you ain't got any cats,
you
don't need that.
People map them out.
On my M5 and on the M3, I had it mapped out. It's a bit cold start's quite cool.
Yeah,
sometimes, but if you don't have cats, it's better for a car just to start up and idle at 708 or whatever it is straight away, rather than going, I'm going to rev at 1800 RPM for a minute. Is that all right?
We're going to get everything warm. How are you going to get it warm? Just metal on metal.
Oh, we're just going to heat it up.
It's going to get really warm.
We're going to do this.
This is my logic though, right?
Guys raised by flies.
Now, I do try, but I get bored of waiting. So in the Clio, I always give the car at least 30 seconds just to sit.
Okay.
Just to let this isn't for temperatures, just to get the oil pumping around the engine.
Yep. Okay.
Less tolerance. But some engines, like S2000, for example, that sits quite high on idle because of high revving engines. So I guess maybe I don't know if that makes a difference, but it sits quite on a cold start. It'll come up on 2,000 RPM sometimes. So, but for that, I'm there like, well, then I could just drive it really gently, and it's doing the same thing, same revs, same everything.
As an M3 owner of 46, they are very common to go. I don't know if this is right, but this is what I've always felt was the best. Like what Will said, I'll start up for 30 seconds, and then that's it. Turn it off. No.
And then straight to the red line.
Just the most red wear. No, I'll start up and I will sit for 30 seconds and I'll put my belt on. I'll get my music ready, all that sort of stuff. And that
trousers.
Yeah, I'll put I get dressed in the car. Just let it warm up.
Well, you've been rushing around all morning trying to heat your oil up.
Exactly.
It's the aux belt. You're like, I'll take that indoor for the night.
Mate, I've got to get used to doing that. Why do I do this? No, and then I will drive it and I'll just keep it under 3,000 odd RPM right up until it gets to 75 degrees or more, and then I will go.
Yeah.
Now I have a routine. So
Okay.
in the morning, what I will do,
You wake up.
a whole morning routine. Yeah.
Okay.
You look in your phone.
But is wake up do you start with that?
Yes. Always start with waking up.
Okay.
Yep. And then when I get to my car, we skipped a few steps.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you just wake up and you just
I'm
straight
next
to the car.
my car. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Totally naked.
I have when I'm coming here, I have my rucksack and my laptop and all my stuff in for work. What I do is that likes to sit when I'm in driving. I don't know why. It's in case you need to, like, it fell off or something. You can bring it back up. It's on diagonal to me. So
What is this?
my rucksack, my coat.
Oh, okay.
I sit a back seat. So I'm obviously in the driver's seat, weirdly. And so I'll put on the passenger side rear seat where my bag goes. So what I do is I get to my car, open the door, put the keys in, turn it on, pretty normal. And then I walk around the car, put my bag in on the other side, close the door, come back around. And by the time I've done that, it's about 30 seconds. So I'm ready to go.
How big is your car?
Well, no, but I've got to get in there, open the door, bag in, lay the coat out, make sure everything's sitting nice and roll around.
I'm going to say something.
Give the X5 a little pat. I've done that before.
I don't believe it's worth doing or worth waiting on or caring on a car that isn't known to have issues like that.
In the Merc, I start it up and I leave immediately.
I'm in the 36 because I don't care about that engine. I bump start it sometimes on the key because it's funny. But I will literally turn it on, and as the revs come up, I'm in first time going because I don't care, and it's fine.
Now you do need to give it at least 10 seconds just to get the oil going. You do.
You don't.
You do.
Why?
But does not driving it at a very low RPM, because let's say you're going to drive away at somewhere up to 3,000 RPM.
Yeah.
Is that not that much?
It's not that much more, but it's
especially
it's 2 to 3 times the amount of wear. Surely.
In a normal engine.
It's going
where on what?
Like your
because you'll be surprised at how quick oil does get around in it.
Yeah, but it's still gonna. There's still gonna be time where you're not. You know?
Unless it's -5 outside, it's not thick enough to just seize everything.
The other thing you have as well, this is again more on performance stuff, because you have people that will, let's say, again, this was something I read about when I had that M3, is that you get people that will go, right, I'm going to warm this car up to operating temperature on my driveway. So we're talking like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. And you go out for a drive, what about your gearbox oil and your diff oil and your tyres and everything else is because you'll get some temperature in that, but you will not get operating temperature in that. Then your engine's up to temp and you're like, right, off I go for a slap. And your gearbox oil is going, hang on a sec.
Now that's actually interesting. Do you remember when I bought the X5 off of you? We went. I came back with you to your house to get it. We were in
a McLaren.
The McLaren. And I remember you saying, like, everything was up to temperature, and we got quite far, and I was like, well, we're about to join the motorway. Like, let's join the motorway. You know what I mean? And we was like, no, the gearbox isn't hot yet. And it took a while for the gearbox to get up to temperature.
Yeah.
Like
also, in things like that, if I can't remember what car I had, I think it might have actually been the M3 as well, because I used to have a gauge that would say gearbox temperature and stuff. If you go straight onto a motorway, it actually takes a long, because normally you're just going to be sat in one gear, but also because you'll have a gearbox cooler and whatever else, you're just cooling it at that point. So you kind of need gear changes, low rev. It's like when we did the Cayenne gearbox oil change, and you have to get it up to a particular temperature. So you just have to run it through all the gears, but it's really low RPM. So that's the other side of that, is you can warm up the engine, cool, but if you go and send in a
I remember thinking that
gearbox flying.
I didn't know that was like, well, I guess
and
it's logical.
And tyres as well is the other
but
thing.
It was,
you go out on cold tyres and then just floor it and go, oh.
Well, because that car, like, we'd driven from here to the motorway, which is, it's not that far, but it's, we're going probably 10 minutes driving to get actually on the motorway. And I remember thinking like, oh, wow, you've got to let. And then the car's telling you it's got, is gearbox, engine and tyres it could tell you the temperatures of.
Yes.
And it just was saying everything was warm, but the gearbox, cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So I don't have like a hard and fast rule for a car. It's like some point, like the Gallardo, it worries me. I'm like, I don't really want it, but I have driven that where I start it up, let it idle for 10 seconds. I let it come out of, even though I know it's for cats, brackets, it doesn't have any cats. I let it come out of that because some cars drive like shit.
Mr. MOT man, it definitely has cats.
Some cars drive like shit in cold start. Yeah. So that car, if you even touch the throttle on cold start, it just hangs at like 2K, which I do not want. So I let it come out of that and then go and drive at 1,500
miles an hour.
My Clio used to drive really badly on cold start.
Yeah, they got really bad cold start, man.
If you drove off, because sometimes I was late and I'd have to drive off basically straight away. I remember the first gear change from first to second, it would do like a little pop out the back. Yeah, because it's just it doesn't know what's going on.
Because the fueling changes on a cold start map on most cars. But yeah, it's not a hard and fast thing. It's just a good idea is not to get straight at it and start redlining it, but you don't have to go too far. And
you don't need to go mental.
Oh, I need to sit on the driveway for the next 25 minutes.
May I add to this?
Sure.
I have another question on this line. Turbocharged engines.
Yeah.
If you're driving not hard, or hard, but and you there is a thing apparently if you stop and you should let your engine idle for a minute or two because something about the turbo.
Now,
because I always think this when I get home from here because the X5 is turbocharged. I've been driving that car for 2 hours home. I park up and I go, should I just let this idle for a sec?
So it was a much bigger thing back in the day when turbos didn't tend to have water cooling. So nowadays your turbo is oil cooled, oil for the journals in the middle, and then it has coolant running through the passage. That's pretty typical of basically any modern turbo. Well, any turbo that we've worked on, maybe new stuff doesn't have it. I'm not sure, but in only oil cooled turbos, when you would turn it off quickly and there was hot oil would just sit inside the turbo and just cook, basically. That's why it was bad. So you'd have people would fit turbo timers.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what that does. You take the key out your car, you can lock your car and walk away. Your engine's still running. So you'd set a timer on it of 2 minutes, of 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and the engine would just keep going. And then after a while, it would turn itself off to cool down, for the oil to cool down.
So that's not actually that big of an issue.
But now with water cooling, it tends to be fine. And especially on a normal car that you're not Like motorway stuff, it's fine. You'll be completely fine. It's for people who are like tracking the shit out of their car.
Well, the X5, you know.
You know,
315s at the rear.
Chuck it down Brands Hatch. I would, even on a car that had water cooling, I would, if I came off a track and it was turbo, I'd let it sit for just a minute or two, just to, especially if you have a readout for oil temps, to see it come back down and then turn it off. Nowadays it's not that big of an issue.
Most of that, I remember hearing about that a lot. Is like, turn it off.
Don't turn off.
Don't turn off. Don't I let that cool down for a bit. I'm like, brother, we're good. Good. I've only been doing race car speeds.
I've only been doing 8,000 RPMs.
Yeah. Don't just doing a 9,000 RPM pull and go, right, off it goes. Done. In I go. Got to take the oil out.
So
was that worth the wait? I think that was.
Oh, sure.
I think that was worth the hour wait.
We did have a want of the week to end on.
Let's have that. Let's have it.
Ben, and you don't know what yours is, so I'm putting it on you right now.
I do know what mine is.
Go on.
It is a C6 Z06 Corvette.
Oh, is the same as every other week?
I just want one. I won't have one, but I want one.
They are cool.
But again, is it over the V12 Vantage?
No.
Okay.
Here's how I foresee my future. May I?
Okay.
May I?
Please.
A little palm reading, is it?
Yes, I foresee myself. This is what I'd like. If I can, obviously, it involves much money, so it may not never happen in this way. But in an ideal world, I would like to go S2000.
Okay.
Perhaps then we'll go.
A message on Facebook.
Yeah, it's a messenger message.
That's the C6.
Just respond to a couple of low balls.
And then Facebook as well.
Go from that to a Cayman S.
Okay.
Sort of itch that scratch.
Not a 911.
Then,
okay.
Possibly, well, I need to see how whether I've itched that scratch or whether it needs a bit more itching. I then might go to 911, or possibly then to a Corvette, because that's
crazy, wild.
And then V12 Vantage is the ultimate car for me, because I think C6 Z06 what you can get them for.
But how much longer is the question? How long?
It's quite a sophisticated sort of level up. It's quite normal. S2000 Cayman 911, and you go, oh hell,
yeah.
I'm gonna have myself a 06.
What you're doing is you're doing the seen through glass supercars of London arc, and then you pop into Cletus McFarlane from it, and then you pop right back out to the
V12 Vantage.
That may never happen. Any of that, but that's my.
That'll happen, Ben. You have to set sights.
I know you believe this, but that would be my ideal setup. Because also, it's noise. My favorite V8 noise. It's the best.
Would you be upset if we either for the channel or ended up personally buying one? Would you be upset?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because have I said this before on the podcast?
What's that?
My thing about
you don't
cars.
like them less.
To recap on, I've had mentioned before. I have this thing where I like cars. If we buy a car,
no way.
I don't know. If we buy a specific car for the channel and we work on it, even if I still like it for that, I then don't want one. Okay. I don't know what it is. It's the same with the box that we had. I didn't want one after that, and I fear that we will buy something like a C6 Z06, which, then, I don't know if it's like I have to look at it, because I have to always spend hours editing, looking at it, and I have to stand here and film it. So I don't know if it's that, or I then end up knowing too much about it.
I still have this thing with this is all American stuff in the UK. This year, because we've driven a few American cars, I've come round to them. I like them. There's many I like now. But I still can't get on board. But there's still that thing where an American car in the UK still feels a bit wrong. In the US, I'm like, cool, this all feels right. But then I see it, on the A404, and I go,
we had a
grey man behind the wheel.
We had a conversation about this exact thing with this exact car the other day, and I said that I couldn't have one in the UK because it's wrong, and it is wrong. But I'm probably never going to live in the US. Therefore, it's for me.
You can go there.
But for me, it's a case of, okay, then in that case, I'm going to have to be Corvette man in the UK, or just never have one.
That's the thing. I think only a Z06 C6 really for me, or a Terminator Cobra, I'd deal with the American man because it's a real slice of check your hard drive. It's just tough. And if you're an American car owner, in the UK, you should be self-aware enough to know that it's true.
Yeah,
the majority of American car they're very nice people. They're incredibly nice people, but they're weird. They're weird people.
Just look at them. Look at the man behind the wheel when you see that American car here in the UK. Just look at them and tell me you don't think there's a little something in their past that might put them in prison.
Oh my god! It doesn't suit the surroundings of the car as well. I have that. But
UK plates, UK. There's something. There's the vibe.
Yeah.
There's a mismatched vibe. He's an alien, a legal alien, but an alien none the least.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think you should buy one though because you fit the vibe.
Okay, interesting.
I think we were saying the other day, if you are not a visual watcher, if you're a listener, Ben, all I can tell you is that Ben could not suit a C6 Corvette.
100%.
less.
Yeah.
You will not work in one. But I'd love to see it.
I think you do.
Like a C6.
Which, and what's worse?
No.
I think suiting it is possibly worse.
It's much worse to suit a Corvette than it is not. In the UK,
when we filmed about a year ago, the finale video with the Zafira and the Crossfire, and Will bought you that trucker hat for the Zafira. You look like the most American man I've ever seen in my life, and it suited you.
Yeah, and I'm not happy about that. But what it does mean is that I can own a C6 Corvette and do silly burnouts, and when a very English policeman pulls me over, I can go, "I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to do that."
Yeah.
And they'll go, "On your way, son."
Thing is, I want a Z06 with a 360 cam on the back and skinny tires out front and slicks
and
out
welds on the back.
And you'd get away with it in the UK for about 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, you're done
Before
It's
you are
gear.
locked up. And
before the M4 average speed check cameras track you down to your house and put you in prison.
Now, tell me, perhaps once a week from
William.
the gang.
I have one.
I know what it
It's
is.
a
I know what it is.
What is it?
No, I don't want to.
No,
Okay.
I don't want you to say it because you just heard the beginning of it and I want to see if it's cracked.
It's that yellow Murcielago.
Oh, no, yeah, it is that.
Okay.
But it's always that.
I mean, that is every day.
There was one that came out of a sale.
Did you see the price of it?
It was 400 grand.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's a real
£400,000.
tough one.
It's tough. And people with money are asking for them and want them. And I want none of that. I want you to all to understand you haven't earned them. You don't need them. It's not necessary. There's other things out there for rich people to buy.
Do you know what it is? They don't actually want them.
They don't. They just want. They want to be part of the gang.
That is it. It is now.
I want to be part of the gang.
We've been talking about it. Murcielago is the popular crowd now. It is. People are going. I'm Murcielago owner.
I'm going to catch them on that dip when everyone goes. I don't want this anymore.
You're buying a dip.
When they get their first clutch change, and I'll be there.
But they're rich, so they're going to pay it.
So you saying?
Yeah, no, but some of them aren't.
Are you telling me?
Interesting.
Some of them will be bankrupted by.
Like you.
Some of them will be bankrupted by. To be fair, when I looked into Murcielago stuff, it makes owning a Glado look like owning a Fiesta 1.25 style. It is biblical, some of the cost, but
Okay.
just want to look at it.
Now-
But my real one
Sorry, go on. Yeah.
also has the engine in the back. It's a C.R.E.A.M V6.
Oh, her.
Is it?
I've got the same worry with those that at current speaking, there is one for sale, at least on Auto Trader. There's a couple others elsewhere, but there are a handful for
Now,
sale.
for those people that don't know, what is a C.R.E.A.M V6?
So that is a second generation Clio, a facelift. Well, at least this is a phase 2, which is the one I like. They took a regular Renault hatchback, the small hatchback that you could buy, and they put a V6 in the back and made it rear wheel drive
in the boot,
which is ridiculous. So it's coupe. It's 2 seats. It's ridiculously wide.
Yeah, so they wide bodied it. So the roof is still. If you look at the roof and the kind of top of the doors, it's just a Renault Clio.
Yeah.
But then what is it? 80 mil?
So something utterly ridiculous. When you open the door on a Clio on the V6, because I think the doors it's all been extended out, because it goes flush into the rear arch. There is a huge sill. It's micro supercar, but they're very, very rare. And at one point they were very, very cheap. When I say cheap, but they were like 15, 20, 25 grand, which for something like as exclusive as that is very, very cheap. Now, the cheapest one for sale I've seen is about 58. There is a phase 1, which I think is uglier,
It is.
but they are slightly cheaper. But again, they're going to end up being collectible. But
So you want one of those
I'm now on a mission to figure out how it's possible
to get an investment car.
because I want a Clio V6. One, I've driven one years ago, and I just thought it was ridiculous. It didn't drive well, but it was just insane to have a V6. It felt like you're driving someone's kit car.
Yeah.
Someone went, I've just stuck a V6 in the back of my Clio.
I also think they are one of the few cars that they gain the respect of super and hypercar owners while being punching well below their weight. You can turn up to Supercar Driver, which the one that we went to with all the 7 Veyrons. You can turn up in a V6 Clio and people are still going to go, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can come in with us.
Well, it worried me a lot when we went to Monterey and saw them.
Yeah.
And that's when I thought, okay, I don't like the way this smells, because when they start disappearing off the market,
off to America,
it is because these are about 2 to 3 years, most of them anyway. So in the next 3 to 4 years, they will all be available to go to the US.
Yes.
And there's only a few hundred UK cars. Yeah. Obviously, there's some left-hand drive ones, but I just think that is such a cool car.
It is.
That I'll be very upset if I never own.
That is a tell your grandkids about. The one time
Yeah.
Renault did this mental car.
Yeah.
You don't see them anymore. They don't
That's
exist.
never happening again.
Yeah.
Like even in the last 10 years, that's not happened. It's just you can make as many wide body electric things as you like, Renault. Yeah, it ain't going to be like
It's
that.
not a V6 in the boot.
Can we end on yours, Edwin?
We can. I have two that I've been talking about for the last few weeks. I have the car that I believe honestly sums me up and that I am probably most corrected on this earth. And that is a Range Rover Classic in Beluga Black. It has to be a 5-door, a short one.
Black.
Beluga.
That's just not. Beluga whales aren't black.
That's a good point.
It should be, what are they called? What are killer whales called?
An orca.
Orca black.
Orca Black. That actually
There we
sounds
go.
quite cool as well. A Range Rover Classic is I just love it. I absolutely.
Essex boys.
Exactly. And there is one on Facebook, but it's far too much money. It's between that, and because I'm looking at dailies at the moment. I'm content with the cars I own. I'm content with the fact that I'm selling most of them, but I still need a car to run around day to day in. And I don't want my landlord seeing me turning up to this new place that my girlfriend and I are renting in a slammed E36 looking like a BTCC car. I think I might get kicked out. Which, I mean, I'm not saying that's much better, but still, you can
but still, it's got old money vibes.
you can feign an air of, no, I go shooting
Morning.
on the weekend. Yeah.
Morning.
And the other car, which is very left field for me, is a C7 Audi A6 All-Road. I just have... Oh, hello,
When you
mate.
go to the Vatican.
Interesting.
See more Pope.
Yeah. Very good. That is the name of the dealer that this photo is from. But I just... They're so smart to me. And the reason I was saying it to Will is that it is... An All-Road, if you don't know, is the lifted up off-road, high clearance version of an A6. But what it does have is it has wide arches. So you're essentially getting a wide body A6 with air suspension that you can map to lower down for A6 money instead of RS6 money. And you can either get them with a 3-litre diesel or you can get them with a 3-litre supercharged V6. My budget is looking at the bottom of the market. In fact, I'm trying to haggle with a man on a 220,000 mile one.
Nice.
But I don't know. I have this weird... They're so
And
smart.
air suspension.
All of them are air suspension.
The standard ones on a standard A6 van is not air
You
suspension.
can't get air suspension on an A6
Ah.
except for an all-road, which is what I'm feeling a return to my stance nature. I want something on silly big wheels that sits nicely. I think it was your CL. After seeing your CL and remembering how nice a modern car is sometimes, it was a stark contrast between my rear view mirror falling off in my E36. So hopefully in the future, a Range Rover is the big thing for me. I just want one. I'd be so happy. Also TVR engine and turbo. Hey, who knows? But I think we're about to run out of battery. Ben is giving me the nod. So we'll wrap up this episode of Cars Rule Everything Around Me. Thank you for listening. Let us know your feedback in the comments as always. We'll ignore it. And
We will.
And we will see you next week as always. Collar dolls bills.
Bye.
Cream.
See more Pope.